Okay, so where were we last time? Oh yeah, we were really, really unhappy, and we need to get our growth back up from it. As you can see, I've lowered the graphics a little. It was a bit too taxing on my computer. I've only got a laptop, so hopefully now this isn't on either, which annoys me. I know it like taxes it a little, but I can't really play without it. I'm too what's the word? Bad at the game to not play with it. So I should be fine. We're gonna get this hooked up in a second, so hopefully our happiness won't be too bad. Then if we build a... Not sure actually what we would build at this point. I think we need to do some exploration. This is gonna get hooked up actually, yeah. Remember now we had this hooking up, and now we've got this hooking up, so we should be alright. And we get to enhance our religion, which is great. So we have Holy Warriors. I'm not sure if that was the best choice to make at the time, considering we're on an island, but it should be fine. It should be fine. We definitely want to take monasteries or cathedrals, which is better. Great work of art. Monasteries don't provide. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're going to take cathedrals. We don't have Pangeas or whatever they're called, so I'll just have those. Just war and I think religious text, I think is my. It's usually my favorite, but because of where we are, I don't think it's as relevant. I'd rather have the further away creatures. One, because we are on an island, and the speed at which we grow doesn't really matter. These are going to become Jewish, or shekel, I think I called it, already, so it doesn't really matter. What's the growth rate now for this city? Oh, growth. 4 turns, okay. This is going to be built in a second as well, and this. Colosseum. Just so that I'm not very good at this game, so we'll see what happens. I think we can. One of these irrational. They do need money. What's Geneva like? Geneva friendly. Yeah, we'll definitely want to do that, and then probably build. I actually think we can build get a trade route going with them. I would like to get the extra. I think it's a maritime city-state. Is it maritime? Yeah, it's maritime. So hopefully we can get that growing. Probably we want more signs. Yeah, we definitely want more signs at this point. We can start shooting these as well. Got to clear this place up. I know like a scout's not the best, but I think because we have this, we can just shoot all these out of the lands, and then just clear up the rest. I think. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out. It's been a very long time since I played this. We'll just want gold from you, and yeah, that should be fine. I think we want to pull this back, just in case he goes attacks both. Our unit will live, but like I don't want to do that and then bring in like an archer unit and then just get fucked over because of that. I actually think this was a mistake in retrospect. I definitely want to get a coastal one because the production will be useful for building wonders when we get to them. Against land units, snipe that one out the water. well, out of the land in the water. We're gonna have a massive pop cap, like a pop boom in a second. This, yeah. I don't know what's causing it to be less. I think it is the tradition policy, which is causing it to have one less of a happiness decrease, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Yeah, Geneva. We want to build. Probably will know, yeah, more production and growth. Yeah, I might want to change the pikeman catapults, acquisition cathedrals, I think, is what we need at the moment. We want this to grow more. Like I said, food is very important. Even now, like, food is still really important. It will get to a point where we get, like, to the mid-game, and we'll just be entirely focusing on science and production, but that's not going to be for a while. Like, the game sequence basically goes food first, then you want science, and then you want production near the end. Just because science does become irrelevant near the end of the game. We're getting a little bit of a downtime here from lag. You should be alright. It's going to be like this for a little while, but it should be okay. I need to get a better computer at some point. We want probably another ship. I should just get rid of a few things that are becoming a bit of a nuisance in the background. Hopefully I should run a little bit better in a minute. Um, Wait until our yes, I would like a research agreement. Actually, I'd rather spend the money on a research agreement. It's far more important than building a unit just to get rid of like one bar camp that's not that important anyways. I'm probably going to be taking it next turn, so... Bad news is we're most likely going to lose that scout, but it's okay. Where are we on science? Ugh, it's probably because we're all focusing on education. I still think we're overall ahead on science, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Only a little bonus, but every bonus helps. Definitely want a university. Are we near them? I always forget. I think, yeah, I think it's too far away for us to get to the astronomer, because it had to be next to a mountain, not like 2 towers or 4 towers or whatever away. I was pretty sure. We'll try and get the Alamo, but oh, sorry, Alhambra. But I doubt we'll get it. We're probably better off going for the 16th chapter, actually. Yeah. There we go. It's better now. Let's try and actually do some exploration after, so we can find. Oh, someone we can trade furs with. I'm actually no, I don't think trading for cotton's needed. No, I was thinking about it for. I know that rapid growth is going to be happening, especially with this, especially with Nakira, I think it's pronounced. I have very bad English. I am not an English guy. You know, born and bred with the language. I'm British for God's sake, but not. I have never been good at English. I know numbers, not letters. I'd like to know about Warriors as well. Yeah, I don't think we were going to get it anyways. There's no point going for it. I never get Alhambra anyways. It is a fucking great wonder because of the unique bonus it gives and the culture, but like it's not. I don't think it's as necessary as people, as necessarily broken as people think it is. Like sometimes, especially like against the AI. I think all you really need is a lot of growth. Hey, we're getting more guys. Rahamakam, Ram Kamayama, or whatever the hell his name is. God, I cannot pronounce names for the life of me. Clicked on the wrong thing there for a second. Oh, wow, it's not actually in the middle of the goddamn ocean for once. Not that I would probably build anything to get this anyway, so it's not really worth it. Like, it is, you know, by science, but it's just not really worth it. I really turn off other applications while I'm doing these videos. Because, you know, I'm very professional. Very, very professional. Of course, that's why I'm recording from a shitty built-in microphone. We'll probably look around this way, I think. We'll loop this back all around and go downwards. Yeah, I don't see anything else open for it. I think we can just buy. I do like the idea of buying a university. Yeah, we're not really building it for anything else, so I guess we can just wait for this to be finished, and then we can just build it after that. We're still doing fine. Once we get this built, we'll buy another university and probably build Oxford. Which tech let you build Oxford? Oh, it is in education. I thought it was in a later one. I thought it was like a later one that you would get. Oh. I mean, we could get open borders with Montezuma, but I don't really think it's worth it. I can't be bothered more than anything else to do it. Yeah, solid. What is our cultural like? You don't really have much at the moment. It's actually going quite slow, all things considered. I'm usually into the Renaissance era by this point, so this is quite odd. Must be playing bad or something. I want you in Prague, definitely. Just thought that was a beautiful sound, you know, with my knuckles cracking. Grateful of you. I think I'll settle one here actually, and maybe take out Montezuma from there. I like that idea. A little bit of downtime again, but it's alright. You might want to get some of your icons to have it run a little bit smoother, I think. I don't think that wire is important anymore. What people say, yes, I know this game looks ugly. I do not have a computer good enough to run this and stream it at the same time. Yeah, let's just build a military. Do you think Gallius is a bit better? Because we're going to be building a coastal city anyways. Some relationship with Genova, like, that's fine. So we're going to build one here. Shave. I thought that was a unit there for a second, not a missionary. of Gibraltar. And if it, well, we want to take them anyway, so I think we need like one of these, just so we can like pop in and take it. I don't think he has the wall. No. Who has the Great Wall? Oh wow, him probably with his 18 pop cap. This is higher than ours. It's actually quite scary. Yeah, I definitely think we want. Should we want to get probably crossbowmen in a minute, so we can better defend this city? Maybe I'm going a little bit overboard for protection, but I'm always one of those better safe than sorry types. We probably only need like 2 archers to defend this city, realistically speaking. I don't think Montezuma's army is that big, is it? I have no idea. His tech is miles behind though, so I don't see him doing much on that front. We definitely want to save up that money though. Buy that, oh, it's not as bad now. So we'll build a harbour here, we'll build National College here, and then we'll purchase the university. I think that's the optimal way of doing this. I'm gonna try and turn off Facebook notifications at some point, because I don't know if they're coming up on the stream here. And I'd rather people not know who my friends are. I know what the internet can be like, so I'd rather people just not know anything about me at a personal level. I mean, we could build here for the extra hill protection, but I really want to get this stuff, and I think that's... let's go into hex for a sec. I always get confused which is which. That'll be 1, 2, 3, we build here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, we can still get it. Yeah. We are in the negative. Oh, that'll be why. Oh, I forgot we're meant to be saving that up for the... I'm being a stupid idiot. Oh well, that's just me being dumb. Oh well. Because we'll just have to build it. It's fine. It's fine. This is one problem I have, like, I always rush into things. I don't think about what I'm doing before I do it, which is really bad of me. The other way we can make Prague happier. 16th Chapel. Sistine Chapel, rather, not 16th. I have a habit of saying the wrong things. People will get used to that from me, I think, eventually. This feels very much like, Britain with Brittany sort of thing right here. I got this little sliver of land on the main continent from Little Island. What resources do you have? Dyes, incest, crabs, truffles. You have crabs here, bananas, truffles. Yeah. It's probably worth. Yeah, it was probably worth declaring war with him taking one of his cities or two. Not right now, obviously. I'm gonna build up my army a little, lead them off of here onto the mainland. If there's another one I never get, it's Forbidden Palace. I try to get that, but like every time I try to go for it, this is one I tend to always get is 16 Chapel. I just find the AI never builds this thing, or just never has the tech level to build this thing. So I will most likely get 16 Chapel. If I don't, I'll be very surprised. Yeah. Montezuma is not very big. We're going to bring this back around, I think, so that we can start firing from the back end. Because I'm going to want to take all three of his cities. I'm pretty sure he only has three. A bit of lag again. It's alright. I don't think we've made a direct declaration of friendship, have we? If so, I'll be quite peeved off at that. Let myself for doing that. Cool. We haven't. That's great. Production. We'll wait until we can get a composite bowman for it. I think by the time we get it, they're going to be like crossbowmen anyways, though. So I'm sure we have a monument built here, don't we? Yeah, you get it through for the first 4 cities you settle.